just gonna start with Beastieball because Beastieball is a game where um I think they might have had a demo at Next. I don't think it was Nexus. I think it was just a demo that they released, and you got to play the opening section there. And then I signed up for the play test, but I didn't really get to play much of it outside of like the opening still. And then so
Mhm.
then when I played the full game, it was the same exact thing as like the demo almost. Like you start with your character. Like it even had my save from the demo or whatever.
Really nice.
Yeah. But I was like, you know what? I'll just start fresh. And it has max support. Shout out to it. Um, so I went ahead and played it. This is the new game by Wishes L Limited, I believe. Wishes Limited, and they did Wander Song. Shout out to them, and
Love it.
Chicory. They also did
Yep.
Chicory as well. That was one of those games that like launched on PlayStation with the PlayStation Plus, I believe, and
Yeah, it
then
was.
eventually came to everything. But Beastie Ball, that I've been following the developers over on Blue Sky. They were talking about the it's weird saying a blue sky instead of being like, oh, Twitter, but
We get used to it.
but they were like, this is the most they said that this game is the one they're the most proud of. And it turns out it is, for anyone that doesn't know, it looks like it's all like sort of like uh almost like drawn with like um colored pencils almost. Um,
A lot of the games have that very colorful style. Even with Trickery, where you kind of lost the color and you put the color back in, they always have that nice pop of color, and I appreciate them for that.
yeah, yeah, and it kind of looks like that. It also kind of reminds me of like um Knights and Bikes sort of, but it has like this like kind of
Oh,
like filter over top of it, like where everything's already hand drawn looking. It just looks really good, and then the more I ended up playing it, I was like, I'm really liking this. One thing I didn't know, like I knew it was just like a volleyball game, right?
yeah, that's what I mostly know it as well. Just volleyball.
Right. It's kind of like Pikmin, or not Pikmin. What is it? Pokemon meets, yeah, Pokemon meets the like it's like Pokemon, but um the
If they were sports dogs, I
volleyball.
guess.
Yeah, because it even starts where they have three different um beast beasties, and
Yeah.
I think that's what they even call them, beasties. So like not only that your relationship grows with them, but then it's, oh, you I think you can have like multiple beasties on your team because you end up becoming, you're the coach. And so they don't ever go into like pokeballs or anything. They just run
Mhm.
behind you, and they end up being, I think you might be able to get three or four of them, um, like following you at once. And
Okay, so you have like a squad just constantly following you.
yeah, yeah, exactly,
Do they
yeah.
get caught in anything when you're walking around the overworld, or is it always like a smooth transition when you go to screen type of thing?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they're following you, like following behind you the whole time.
Okay, so nice.
And
Because
then
a lot of people in the monster creature community, I guess, really like having that feature because it doesn't really add anything, but it's a nice little visual effect. It
right,
makes it more like your buddy, I guess.
yeah. And then the more that you have two players together, the more their relationship builds so they can do like combos and like boost each other more than the other one, right?
Yeah.
So they have that. Like it even starts off with three beasties, and it's like, oh, pick one. and then you end up picking one. You fight. It starts off with you fighting a. Um, he's like the retired coach who he was the head of the the Beastie League. Not the head of it, but he
Mm.
won the Beastie League, the original one.
Oh, he's the Beastieball champion, master, whatever,
Yeah,
you
the
know.
master, and he looks
Okay.
kind of like an out of shape um, Ash Ketchum. He's got the hat, like the same color outfit on. He's just
That's really
his
funny.
stomach sticking out at the bottom of the shirt and everything. Um, but yeah, this one thing I will say, this game is early access, which is
Oh,
it says it's early access, but what it has is the full game. So it's like the full game is in here. You can beat it in about 15 hours. You d- first thing you do is beat him, and then you have two beasties, and then you can have four of them, and then two of them are like in the background,
yeah.
behind the volleyball field, and then
So it's like a bench
yeah,
situation.
it's kind of like
They're
a
like on bench.
right where they might get hit by an attack and end up getting pushed out, and then you have to switch them out with someone else. Um,
That's kind of fun.
yeah,
So does each like beastie have like its own like move? I guess like special trait. Like, is there like one that's just like electric and like you use like the electric guy on top of the water guy and it comes like to a new move type of situation? Is it stuff like that, or
y-
is it just like
yeah. So you have like an ability to do like you volley like toss it back over to your teammate, and when you toss it to your teammate, they can get the ball, and then they do a special move, and they all have their own special moves, right?
Mhm.
And then on top of the special moves that you have, there's also um, like I think there's the special moves. Each one of them has them, but then as you level up, because when you beat someone, you level up.
Yeah.
You will um, learn new moves and abilities, and then you can like pick which ones you want to use and do stuff like that. And then instead of pokeballs, you get jerseys, and the jerseys are used to give to a wild beastie that you find out running out in the wild. um
So you're just putting clothes on them, basically?
yeah, so you just put clothes on them and then they join your team. um and um you can't you can't catch them, I think, until you after you beat them. Like you need to hit the ball to them more so that you learn more about them and their abilities. And then what happens is when you get hit them and hit the ball at them enough, then it'll be like, oh, your Beastiepedia. uh I don't think it, I think that might actually be the name. It like updated, so like, oh, you know enough about this beastie to bring it onto your team, and then they join your team. And yeah, it's just like Pokemon where you level up. But when you run into a random one just out in the middle of the field, or they'll just be
Okay.
running out and about, you, it just starts a uh, they'll like see you get an exclamation point over their head, run at you, and then if they hit you, it starts a battle, and then um, it'll just put a random net up in the middle of nowhere, and you just go ahead and take them on. And you first one to get 2 points or completely takes out an enemy, or like not an enemy, but another team, the other team. If you completely take them out, then that's it. Yeah. Beastie Ball. It is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. Um, it is $24.99, but it's on sale until November 19th for $22.50. So,
That,
um,
that
like I said,
sounds really cool.
yeah, like I said, it's
'Cause,
it. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was just saying, like, I knew like very little about it, but like the more you talk about it, the more I actually want to try it out. Because I played their other games, and this actually sounds like it has the most like gameplay and like strategy to it. Because it seems like you have to like really pair up your guys in a nice little formation and stuff if you want to like get more guys, you know. And I like collecting little monsters. It's always one of my favorite things to do in a game.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And I know you are not a huge fan of early access games.
No,
You'd rather just wait until the game's fully out. But this game is the full game. What they're doing with in terms of what they plan on adding with their roadmap is like new animations. It almost seems like they're just polishing the game for the next year to get it ready for like
other places probably, you know, they're probably gonna
consoles. Yeah.
launch this. Yeah, because I think this is only Steam right now.
Yep. And right now it is developed by Wishes and developed or published by Clay Publishing. And Clay did like Rotwood, Don't Starve Together, Oxygen Not Included. And so
Oh, actually,
they're published. They published this one. But yeah, um, I'm really enjoying my time with it. I'm planning on playing it more, um, especially because it's got a Mac version. That's nice. Um,
yeah, that guy. So
yeah, and